I'm going to start by saying nobody likes to see or think about a dead baby. Nobody moral or good likes the thought of a dead baby, and certainly nobody likes the thought of disposing of or causing the death of a baby. Which is why people don't like abortions. So people don't like abortions. But it's a fact, whether or not you like abortions, women have a right to have an abortion if they so desire. So it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. It's nothing to fucking do with you if a woman decides she's going to have an abortion. And if you read the Bible, if you're a Christian, you will know God specifically says you have to respect the authority and the governing laws of your nation. The laws of this country are very clear on this. Women have a right to abortion. You do not have a right to stalk them at the clinic, shout at them and wave placards at them and abuse them at their most vulnerable point when they are there seeking medical attention and are most likely going to feel absolutely awful physically and mentally afterwards for some time. That is punishment enough. If you think you're there to punish them, you're not. You're there on an ego trip so that you can feel like you did something morally justified and you are now righteous. Let me correct you on that one. There is nothing righteous about attacking women at a medical clinic at their worst, most vulnerable point with a bunch of cooked up nonsense ethics that you think is godly but is clearly the antithesis of what is godly. Carry the burdens of your brethren is what we are told. That means when you see a person who is at an abortion clinic, stay the hell out of it. It's none of your business. Or if it is your business, or she makes it your business by starting a conversation with you, then you show pity, mercy and grace. Kindness. You don't start being judge, jury and executioner because it is nothing to do with you. And if you go around doing that, guess what's going to happen to you in your life? Anytime you're in a tough situation between a rock and a hard place and you need to make a tough decision which isn't ideal for you, someone's going to jump out from behind you and guilt trip you and tell you you're a moron, you're evil, and exactly what you did to them will happen to you. So if you don't want that to happen, then listen to God's advice, listen to human decency, follow the law. If you can't do either of those first two, for God's sake, just recognize the law of this country is women have a right to abortion and a right to safety and peace while they are at the clinic. You have absolutely no right to get your oar in there and start whinging and being rude and abusing people. So I will conclude this message by saying to my friend and her friend who was at the abortion clinic, I will apologise on behalf of that guy, that insect. He had absolutely no right to make any aspersions on your character, to say anything rude or insulting to you. And the thing about him insulting the t-shirt that you chose to wear is all of this stuff just reflects badly on him and badly on Christianity if he's claiming that he's doing that in the spirit of Christianity. I can guarantee you he's not. And he will be punished for that. He will be punished by God for that because what he did there is heresy. He said, this is what I'm doing because of God. But we know from what I just said, God didn't say that at all. God says do the opposite. God says you accept the law of the land, women have a right to abortion, you have to be nice, graceful, offer pities, mercy and kindness and compassion. He didn't do any of those things. So the correct thing for him to do would be to walk the other way. He's nothing to do with it. And recognise he ain't perfect either. So maybe life's going to throw him a curveball one of these days and we'll see how he likes it when a complete stranger comes and attacks him at his most vulnerable moment. Guarantee you he won't think that that person's godly. What an idiot. What an absolute insect. Anyway, so that's my point. Abortion, doesn't matter whether you like it or not. If you're a Christian, you listen to God, you trust God. God says respect the law of the land, women's rights is a law. God says share the burdens of your brethren, show them grace, patience, mercy, forgiveness, peace, kindness, compassion. If you're not doing those things, you are not fulfilling the law of God, i.e. you are a heretic. So go and read your Bible and stop worrying about other people's lives. Stop worrying about the plank in their eye when you have a whole forest stuck in yours. So that's the end of this video. Oh yeah, and apologies for having no Without Lies Islam Dies videos. I've spent the last 48 hours, well not the last 48 hours, but I spent 2 days hard at work doing some maths decoding, Bible code stuff for a friend. That is now finished, so I'm going to have a rest for the rest of today. And tomorrow I'm going to crack on with more Without Lies, Islam Dies. We'll be breaking down the Quran of the Muslims and smashing that false doctrine like we always do. So, that's the end of this video. God bless you all. Hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. And I'll see you lovely people in the next one. Bye now. I always think as well, these guys that whinge about abortions, it's like, if you're that worried about dead babies, why don't you go and adopt some orphans? Then you'll be ensuring the survival of some babies all on your own. You won't need to go around attacking vulnerable women. Anyway, that's all for now. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.